Hello, Marcians, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome. I am Nicole Marcina, aka Mama Marcian, and this is the Marcian Headquarters. Today is Tuesday, and it's nearing the end of September. Actually, we are on the very last week of September, and since we're here, let us now talk about what happened this month and what will happen to the channel for next month. This topic was supposed to be tackled via a video. However, I am still not comfortable in talking in front of the camera. I have been feeling still certain emotions, and I am trying to overcome that, but right now I figured that this is the best time for me to utilize my podcast series because I haven't done a Words of the Leaf podcast properly, and now that we have a new microphone here, I thought it's really the best time to do this. So here we are. So I will do a house cleaning first, as usual, before we talk about the topic. For this week, let's just say that I focused more on family. I didn't write as much, but I don't see that as a bad thing. Thankfully, I don't see it as a bad thing now, because before, when I don't write for at least 2 or 3 days, I feel bad about it. But now I feel like it's okay for me to do that because of what's going on through my mind. I don't know if it's my anxiety running wild again. I'm not sure, but thankfully I spent more time with the family and spent more time with myself. I went back to reading, I watched movies, I played Mobile Legends with my husband, which is a good thing. I spent time with my son, which is a very, very awesome time for me, because whenever I see my son, everything, all the bad emotions, all the bad thoughts, just they go away because you see the smile of this little angel and you are reassured that everything's going to be fine. So yeah, technically I haven't written anything that much. I think also one of the things, or one of the reasons why I wasn't able to write that much is my sleeping schedule, like I said, has changed. I am now waking up at 7 a.m. in the morning, and I cannot stay past until 10 p.m. now, which is something that I'm very, very afraid of, because that would mean that would need to move my streams now at a very available time during the morning, my time. But that's okay. My health is important right now. Yesterday, I felt really dizzy, so that really meant that I can't stay up late right now. I tried to stay up late yesterday, and I ended up with a horrible headache. So that just means I cannot force it right now. What else? I have returned to reading. I started reading The Iron Daughter, the book 2 of the Iron Face series. Again, this is like the nth time I mentioned this, that I'm reading it again, because I keep on rereading it from the first chapter. And I promised myself that I won't procrastinate this time. I will read that book during my day offs, whether it's with an audiobook or not. The reason why I stopped reading that before is I became so critical with everything that's in the book. And if you've seen one of my stories on Instagram, I actually took a picture of something that I saw in the book, and I'm like, am I seeing this wrong? Is it just me? And thankfully, a fellow writer has told me that I wasn't seeing wrong. Like, there's like some grammatical errors in the book. What else? I watched a movie this weekend that gave me a lot of emotions. I had a lot of emotions for that movie, and I was supposed to put up a podcast yesterday which is Monday, about it, as a part of my Creator to Monday. However, like I said, I didn't feel up to it. I was dizzy, so I told myself I will move it to next week. But boy, do I have a lot of emotions about that movie. I will not say which movie it is. It just gave me a lot of emotions. um, what else? Over the weekend, I spent time with my husband recording a song. It's also part of the. It's also a part of my jump to Creator Tube, and it's such a dumb. It takes a long time for you to not perfect, but to make sure that the song is polished, like not just the vocals, but the instruments as well. So I'm giving myself time for that. So that is what happened for me this week. Let us go now to our topic, which is what will happen by October. I will not talk about what happened to me during September, because I don't remember anything that much anymore. um, all I can remember is, of course, I joined the Author to Virtual Writing Retreat, which is something I'm very, very honored. I wasn't able to attend the self publishing panel because I had an emergency that day, and I'm still very thankful to Miss Kaylin Rivers, who is also a fellow author tuber, and she's the one who put up the writing retreat, and I'm very, very thankful for her for understanding my situation at that time because it was really an emergency. Okay, so let us proceed into our channel updates. Now for October, the first update that I will talk about is less writing vlogs. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not going to do writing vlogs anymore. Let me explain why I chose this as the first topic to talk about. When I first started writing was my escape and was my, like kind of my therapy, because back in high school, I have a lot of thoughts, and not many people can, understand where I'm coming from, or it's either I cannot explain it by saying it, so I prefer to write it, and by writing, my classmates and my friends understood me more. Um, Even if I'm writing a story, I want the writing to be just for me. I just want the writing process to be for me. I enjoy doing the writing vlogs because let's be honest, when we do writing vlogs, it keeps us accountable for our daily writings, and it has kept me accountable before. I remembered when I started my writing vlogs, I would not write for days unless I was filming a writing vlog. And I found that to be disturbing because that's not what I do before. So right now, I just want to keep the writing process to myself. I will still do writing streams. That's one thing I will never stop. But with the writing vlogs, I guess I will do them every once in a while. If you're going to ask, for example, about Camp Nano or NaNoWriMo and like what's gonna happen by October for me, which is Promtober, um, I will not do writing vlogs, but I will do like writing updates. I'm still figuring out what I'm supposed to do for NaNoWriMo and Camp, but for Promtober, I will do like weekly updates on what's happening. So it's gonna be like this, like a podcast sort of stuff. It's gonna be part of the house cleaning before we talk about a certain topic. And I hope you guys understand my point in that, because I it's not like I don't want to share my writing journey. I would like to. I love sharing my writing journey. I love to show people how I went from point A to point B then to point C. However, right now, I just really want the whole thing to be for myself. Just the writing process in general. Like whenever I write, I don't want to feel like I have to pull up my phone and turn on the camera and film and think that this is content, this is content. No, I don't want that. I don't want my writing to feel like it's just for content, because it's not. Writing is something very important to me, and I don't want to feel like I'm just using it to get views. That's just my standpoint, okay? I don't want anybody to be offended, and I hope no one gets offended by it, but that's just my opinion. Those are not my opinion, but those are my thoughts. And I've talked about this with a fellow author, Lala Leo, and I told her this is what I've been feeling, and she is very understanding. She told me that it's okay not to, film every writing day that I have. So that's gonna be the first plan. Less writing vlogs for me, but I'm not going to stop with writing vlogs. I'm just saying, just less of them. Next is this is my plan for Creative Mondays. Now, if you're wondering why I am going to have Creative Mondays, it's because of this. I am hopping on to the Creator Tube part of YouTube. I haven't answered the Creator Tube tag questions yet, I know, but I will by October, and I have my own thoughts and opinions about Creator Tube. But I am using this podcast to officially tell you guys that I will be doing the Creator Tube change as well. So I figured that Mondays are a good day for me to post something for Creator Tube, because Mondays and Fridays are my day offs. And during my day offs, I don't write. So it's the perfect opportunity for me to be, creative and under other stuff. So for Creative Mondays, one thing that you will definitely expect is about, me and my reading journey. Let's just say that I procrastinated a lot about that. I will be sharing the books that I will be reading. If I have watched a movie and I have so many thoughts and emotions about it, it will be posted during Mondays. Like I said, I already have this film that I watched, and I have so many emotions about it. So you guys will definitely hear about that. What else? My traveling writer vlog will be posted on Mondays as well. Um, my music will be posted on Mondays as well. Oh boy, I didn't know I had so much to put during Mondays. But I will do them. I will not say like this month it's all music. No, I will do a contrast. Like for example, first Monday will be given to reading, and then the next Monday will be given to Mobile Legends, because I play Mobile Legends as well. I'll be posting gameplays of Mobile Legends as well. Don't expect for me to win every gameplay, because I'm not the best player when it comes to that. So yeah, that's gonna be my Creative Mondays, and I hope you guys would enjoy that part. Now for the podcast, for the Words of the Leaf podcast, I will post Words of the Leaf podcast every Friday. Um, because, like I said, I don't do anything during Fridays. So I feel like it's the perfect time for me to just sit down and, record a podcast, give my thoughts on whatever it is that I am thinking about. Um, like I mentioned, the first plan for this channel is to be a podcast channel. So right now I'm going to do that. It's been a while since I've done a proper podcast episode. So my Words of the Leaf podcast will be done during Fridays. I also have a plan, like for every end of the month, uh, at the very last week of each month, it will be packed with content. So there will be videos, there will be podcasts, there will be streams. So that's still a plan that I'm going to try for October. So hopefully we'll get there. Okay, next update that we have is Promptober. Now, Promptober is something that I came up with because I want to write something else during October, because we have NaNoWriMo by November. So I thought maybe during October it will be a cool thing to write using prompts for each day of the month during October. And last year I failed spectacularly. I failed. So I'm going to try it again this time, but I will be kinder to myself this time around. So my weekly updates for Promtober will be on Saturdays. Why? Because my weeks end at Saturdays and it starts at Sundays. So expect weekly updates during Saturdays. I will talk about what happened from, for example, the first week of October is October 1 to 3, as I can recall. And by Saturday, I will talk about what happened during Promtober days 1 to 3 by Saturday. So that's what's going to happen. Creative Mondays will still happen for Promtober, because I find that if I just focus solely on writing each and every month, it burns me out. So I need the creative freedom. So that's why I will still stick with Creative Mondays during October, because I know by NaNoWriMo I won't be able to do it anymore, because NaNoWriMo is for writing solely for me. So yeah, there will still be Creative Mondays on October. November, we will not have Creative Mondays, but December, we will have Creative Mondays again. Okay, so next thing I want to talk about is my story. So my debut novel is The Impact of Her. You probably hear it from me as Project IOH, and you have probably heard in one of my live streams that I am signed with GOODNOVEL. So I am a hybrid author. I haven't promoted the story that's on GOODNOVEL because first, I am not yet done with the beta reading process, and I also have one more final editing step to do. But my story is already on GOODNOVEL. I told this to Lala, I've told this to KASHAY, I told this to Nina's pages. I told them that my story is on GOODNOVEL, but I haven't sent the link to that book. And I was thinking, why? Why am I? What's stopping me from sharing? And I would always say, well, I can't share because it isn't the final version yet and stuff like that. But I realized that maybe there's nothing wrong with sharing a book that's not in the final process, because honestly, I'm not saying that my book is already good at this point, but it's readable, it's acceptable. It's already on GOODNOVEL. So I am promoting my book that is on GOODNOVEL. If you're interested to read the book, it's there. I will link my book in the description, so if you're interested, you can go read. A quick disclaimer, by I think it was chapter 7 or chapter 8. By chapter 7 or chapter 8, the next chapters are locked, and you will need coins for that. So the coins on GOODNOVEL starts at $1.99. As I can remember, $1.99 are equivalent to 300 coins. That's how I'm going to earn with GOODNOVEL. I will not earn all of it, because GOODNOVEL is like my publisher. So I am not promoting this for me to earn. For me to earn a GOODNOVEL is a bonus. I'm promoting this because as a writer, there's only one thing that you want in the world if you're a writer. You want people to read your book. And for me, that's just been the goal. Like, I want people to read my book. I want people to read the worlds that I've created. To earn money is a bonus for me, honestly. If I'm going to earn something, I'm very thankful for it. But what really gives me joy is to be able to see people enjoy the story, and they are immersed into the world that I've built, and just for them to have something to read and to pass the time, because let's be honest, the reality these days is not a good one. Let's admit that the world right now isn't in the right place, and whenever that happens, I usually go and read a book. I don't just write, I read a book because it helps you escape. So I am promoting my story for you guys to read. If you want to read it, if you're interested in reading it, Nina is my beta reader, so she already knows what's going on with the story. Lala has been a beta reader as well, but she hasn't yet. She hasn't seen the book yet on Good Novel. Because I told her that I want her to read it when it's perfect, and I'm like, the heck with being perfect. Let's just put it out there. Let's just make people read it. So I will link the book in the description so you guys can check it out if you want. Again, if you're going to read all of the chapters that are available, coins will be needed. 300 coins is equivalent to $1.99. The book is still ongoing on Good Novel. I update from Mondays to Fridays. So if you're interested, there you go. Okay, next, and the last thing that I will talk about is the possibility of me live streaming on Twitch. I've heard that other writers have been doing this as well. Twitch. I will be trying to do like live writing sprints on Twitch every Tuesdays and Thursdays. I will still plan what time of the day I will be doing my streams because tomorrow, Wednesday, I have a stream with the writing family as a part of the 10K Wednesday. So I know that my stream for tomorrow is 7:30 p.m., which is something I can still do because I am not sleepy by 7:30 p.m. So I will figure out which time is good, not just for me, but for my fellow writers to write with me on Twitch. And the same goes with on YouTube. So it's going to be Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I have Wednesdays for YouTube and then Tuesdays and Thursdays for Twitch. The reason why I do two things for Twitch is because that's the only thing I will be doing on Twitch is to do live streams. Because on YouTube, I do podcasts, I have the Creative Mondays, and I have the live writing sprints. So, two streams for Twitch. Let me know if you're interested so I can let you guys know what my Twitch is by tomorrow. I also have created my new bullet journal spread for October. It is not the most beautiful and most appealing bullet journal spread that you've ever seen, but I will post pictures of it on Instagram so you guys can check it out. So that is all for today's podcast episode. Thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you guys again would understand the reason why I'm focusing more on my podcast and my streams and my Creative Mondays. A big shout out to Miss Eva Wrights for being an awesome patron. I am very happy to just, but when I saw that she's a patron, I'm like very, very thankful because $1 here is like 50 pesos and I can buy a milk tea whenever that happens. But I haven't like I haven't withdrawn my patron earnings yet. I'm just letting it grow into something, and maybe I will be able to use it in future projects. So if you're interested in supporting the channel and my writing journey, I have my Patreon. It is listed below with my social media accounts. If you enjoyed today's podcast, do give it a big thumbs up and let your thoughts be heard in a comment section below. What do you think? Do you think you like this kind of format where I talk, but you don't see me, but I talk, and you can listen to this while you're doing other stuff? Right now, I just want to treat YouTube as like a platform where I can talk to my friends about thoughts that I have, without feeling like I have to smile in front of the camera whenever I don't want to. Because that's been the emotion. That's been the emotions these days. The reason why I don't want to go in front of the camera is because I don't feel like smiling. And I don't want to force myself into smiling. I have mentioned this in one stream that I had with KASHAY. So doing this podcast is something that I'm comfortable with because I don't need to pretend that I smile, but at the same time I enjoy letting out my thoughts and my emotions. I'm just, here being free with, my expressions and stuff like that. So again, thank you guys for tuning in. Let me know if you like this podcast thing, and I will see you guys on the next one, which is tomorrow, which is a stream, which is a 10K stream. Wish me luck tomorrow because I want to win the 10K a day challenge tomorrow. So again, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video, or the next stream or the next podcast. Stay safe, stay creative, and happy writing, my Martians.